go ahead and type 1 in chat if you have dealt with abuse in your life, whether it be from a parent, from a friend, a partner, anything like that. If you have dealt with abuse, it can be emotional or physical. Damn, that's a lot of ones. Holy shit. Looks like a lot of you guys have dealt with abuse before. Okay, in that case, it looks like I've got a fairly large amount of people who have experienced this kind of shit. And in that case, also, I'm very sorry. I'm not happy that a lot of you have faced abuse before. It's fucking terrible. But I would also be typing 1 in chat too, were I in the audience, because I have dealt with abuse. My mom was very abusive to me when I was growing up, both physically and mentally and emotionally. It was pretty fucking bad. And so I've got a lot of experience with that. And because of that, I know an abusive personality when I see one. I do. And oftentimes I talk about these Wokescold people on Twitter. I don't really like talking about cancel culture. I'm of the opinion that cancel culture isn't a thing in the way that people make it out to be. I don't like calling it cancel culture. I don't even like saying that because I feel like it's such a buzzword at this point. It doesn't really work with the discussion we're trying to have. It sort of grinds away all the nuance that we need to be using to discuss these things. I prefer to refer to specific groups of people or specific people in general and go through the problems that I have with these people or the things they believe or the things they say and not really talk about canceling or anything like that. That's not what I want to do. However, there's a particular person on Twitter who has a pretty bad reputation when it comes to their interactions in online leftist spaces. I want you, and I assume most of you don't know who this person is, but go ahead and hypers if you have heard of someone named Social Justice Demon. If you're on Twitter and you follow a lot of Breadtubers, particularly Patricia Taxon or Peter Coffin, you may know. Oh, a few people know. Oh, nice. Okay. They're fucking cancerous. You're not wrong. But we're going to try to... I don't want to be mean in this video. It's not my goal with this. All right, a lot of people know who they are. Okay, cool. So we're going to be talking about someone named Social Justice Demon on Twitter today. Now, you may ask, why? Why are you talking about some fucking nobody on Twitter? Well, there's reasons, and we'll get into it as we get it. We'll get into it as we get into it, all right? We're going to start by reading a thread by Patricia Taxon here on Twitter to sort of get a nice introduction to Social Justice Demon here, and then we'll sort of delve into the memes, So, for a little context, here's Patricia's thread. Block Social Justice Demon immediately. She's behind several harassment campaigns. I believe they go by he,
Soupy
him now.
poopy.
Comrade Courtney, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub. I appreciate it. Soupy poopy. Now, I believe they go by he, him pronouns now, so I'm not going to call them she. I'm going to try to, as I get to the things here, I'm going to try to, revise that, because I don't want to be dead naming or anything like that. Block Social Justice Demon immediately. They're behind several harassment campaigns against me and my friends. They're lying to get attention again, and I would prefer if they were immediately cut off by every account on this website. To make a long story short, I made a rape joke, making fun of someone for censoring the word rape. I then apologized for it, and a few months later, this person's old account started spreading it around along with the message telling me to go play in traffic. Someone screenshotted that tweet telling me to kill myself, and I shared it, but the tweet also contained an account of child sexual assault that she didn't want shared, or they didn't want shared, sorry, I'm reading. The screenshot was deleted, and I posted again with the CSA account blurred out, where it now stands. So here's the original tweet. So you have the little bit blurred out, that's Social Justice Demon talking about their the sexual abuse they faced when they were a child, and then finishing off the tweet saying, "Fuck you, Patricia Taxon's dead name. Fuck you to hell and back. Go play in traffic, you worthless piece of shit." So this is just telling Patricia Taxon to kill herself. I don't know if you could say this is like a valid criticism, but okay. Cue dozens of their followers saying I shouldn't have been upset in the first place and saying it was all my fault. This is what people are referring to when they say I shared someone's CSA, child sexual assault, with 1,000 people. I screenshotted an abusive tweet that was telling her to kill herself, and it contained the account of CSA in it. Social Justice Demon does not seem interested in changing their tune, as evidenced in these brand new tweets where they threaten to continue spreading lies about me if I don't give them respect. Forgive me, but no thanks. You're a fucking monster. Let's go ahead and read the tweets from this person, alright? It's a shame people are bringing this drama back up. I was happy to take that. Also, you should read every single one of their tweets like the way I'm reading it now. They specifically type in tweet and sarcasm and sort of like glib facetiousness. It's a shame people are bringing this drama back up. I was happy to take that video offline explaining how you shared my story of getting raped when I was 4 years old with thousands of people without my consent, but it provides necessary context. Mind you, they posted the tweet talking about their child sexual assault on their public Twitter. It wasn't like private information or anything like that. They then continue to say, if this continues, I'm afraid I'll need to bring it back and begin circulating it again. Hopefully we can still settle this like grown-ups, referring to a video that they made on Patricia Taxon, which, oh boy, if you guys think this person is bad, we've just started. If this was all it was, I wouldn't be making this video right now, but holy shit, does it get worse. Oh god. And so they basically blackmail and threaten to bring back a video that they made on Patricia Taxon. So what is this video that this person made? Well, and while we're at it, they also made a now deleted and not deleted. They put it back up on YouTube today when they found out I was making this video. YouTube hit piece about the whole situation and put my nudes in the thumbnail. I shit you not. They made a video about Patricia Taxon blackmailing a rape victim and included, though it's censored, a nude picture of Patricia pre-transition. And now, if we go to Social Justice Demon's channel, the video's back with a new thumbnail. I believe that it's Patricia Taxon pre-transition. I'm not sure. Shirtless in the thumbnail, just saying, oops. This was the original thumbnail, though. It's censored, but that's where her dick would be. Mind you, this is someone who has called me transphobic on multiple occasions. Imagine making a hit piece on a trans person and putting a nude image of them pre-transition in the thumbnail, and then claiming that you're not transphobic. Whew. Hey chat, guess what? It gets fucking worse. It actually gets worse. Apparently, Social Justice Demon got heat for that pic being underage, even though it isn't. Okay, some people thought that the picture of Patricia Taxon was underage. It was not. Is that Rags? Yeah, they put a picture of Rags over Patricia's parts. Apparently, Social Justice Demon got heat for the pic being underage, even though it isn't, and no one ever said it was. However, this is still fucking weird and invasive, and probably transphobic as well. You know, using a pre-transition, obviously male image of me for the purpose of shame and ridicule. They then quote tweet Social Justice Demon saying, I'm unblocking you to say fuck off. I was 18 when the picture was taken, and you're still a fucking creep for using it in your thumbnail. If I get a police investigation over this shit, I'll actually fucking kill myself. Which is a thing a lot of trans people have to deal with. Imagine mocking a trans person and then using a nude picture of them, even though it's censored in the thumbnail, as a way to, like, attack them. Oh my god. Fuck you, I have no sympathy for you, leave me alone. Oops, forgot to mention, the thumbnail didn't originally include my nudes. They changed it when I came out as trans. Oh, I forgot to mention, the original thumbnail of the video. So from my knowledge, the thumbnail has been changed 3 times now. This is the most recent thumbnail that I assume they made, just today when they put their video back up today when they found out I was making a video on them. and they had an original fairly innocuous thumbnail, I believe, but then Patricia came out as trans, and then she retroactively made this the thumbnail. How is this not transphobia? Chat, type 1 if you think this is transphobic. Whew. Yeah. That's an omega yikes. Oh boy. Okay. Let's move on though. Sorry for the confusion. I'm pretty sure Social Justice Demon just knows that I get upset easily and likes getting me upset. Like absolutely none of this can come from a righteous place. I can't believe that. Anyways, I am indeed incredibly upset, but this time I swear I'm done talking about this person. I know the people I care about are on my side, and I love you all. Thanks, and I'm sorry. Oh, and @ just got changed back to SJ Demon, so block that, and this is their new @. So, with all of that said, I'm not done yet. There is more that they have done. However, we're going to do a little bit of reflection on what we just read here. Also, 328 viewers, Pog. So let's talk about this. Social Justice Demon is an abuser. They have an abusive personality, and they are an abuser. And I think, since a lot of you in chat said that you've dealt with abuse, you should all be able to correct me if I'm wrong here, but there usually is a higher likelihood of you becoming an abuser if you've been abused. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean everyone who's been abused will become one, but it's usually a cycle. Usually, you know, when you're younger, if you get abused by a parent or something, you grow up believing that is acceptable and being taught that's how you should communicate, and it's very common that people who are abusers were abused when they were younger. And this is clearly what happened with Social Justice Demon. They were sexually abused when they were 4 years old, which I feel very bad for. It's fucking terrible and upsetting. Even though I think Social Justice Demon's a transphobic piece of shit, I mean, I feel bad. I can't... I feel really bad about it. That's upsetting. However, they've now grown up and are probably one of the most rabid attackers of Breadtube in the world. So let's check out their Twitter. Why don't we? Who's excited to check out their Twitter? Oh boy. Let's go. So, here's their Twitter. Don't harass them or anything. You should probably avoid them as much as possible. Preemptively block them. I don't know. Do what you think is necessary, but I wouldn't recommend harassing them. They call themselves the satanic Chris Hansen of the left. Have a seat, Breadtube. 18 plus, he, him, trans, NB cultural capitalist. So, and of course the hashtag pot roast patties, which if you're in Peter Coffin's community, then you probably know who I'm talking about. And they're friends with Jamie, the person who accused Peter Coffin of being a pedophile. They're friends with them. And Jamie has also made a new Twitter after getting banned. So, whew. Now, off the bat, I would like to say their profile thing is actually pretty cool. I do like their avatar, but holy shit, are they a bad person? Oh god. Let's go down the list. All right. So this is them, I guess, because they're in my chat. Oh, Social Justice Demon, if you're watching right now, please. I know that abusers are addicted to being called out. They're addicted to negativity. They like to feel attacked. So I'm sure you are very much enjoying this right now. But we'll get into that in a moment. So Zoomer Nation was in my chat and said, why do you blame the dislike bomb on the Wokescolds? Because someone dislike bombed my stream before we started. And I posted a link to a tweet where they basically shared the stream and said, you should mass report him. But we'll get into that in a minute. Here's someone named Low T Charlie saying, fuck Pig Puncher, honestly. He is a professional bully at this point. The scolds are coming from inside the house. Happy Halo image, or fucking emoji, with like an image of them having disliked my stream. You know, look at that. 58 dislikes before the stream's even started. God damn. Hi, he said Pig Puncher, lol. Yeah, they like to do the dead naming thing. They like to call me Pig Puncher, as like, I don't know if it's supposed to be insulting or something. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. But let's go down the list here, and we're going to discuss, there's a fine line between being critical of Breadtube and its creators and being an absolute terrible person and a harasser. Indeed, and this person is across that line. But let's go ahead and continue. Alright, here we go. Peter Coffin. Oh yeah, they believe that like Breadtube is like a rapist thing. They think that like all Breadtubers are rapists. That's like a thing that they do. So we're gonna go down the list here and read some of these tweets and talk about the abusive ways they speak, and we'll get into. Actually, no. Let's talk about this first. No matter what you do, no matter what, an abuser will never be satisfied with what you do. Ever. If you've ever dealt with abusive parents or an abusive partner, you should know it doesn't matter how perfect you are, they will never be satisfied. They will always find something to attack you over, something to degrade you over, something to hurt you over. If you have experience with abusers, you know this to be true. Not only that, but they like to feel like the victim as well. Very, very important when it comes to abusers. Every single instance that I have seen of like a dude who beats his wife or something getting arrested, the guys, like the big tough guys that like to beat on their wives when they're getting arrested and being put in the back of a cop car, they're the ones who scream and snivel and cry the loudest when they're getting caught. This is true. Abusers always play the victim. Not only that, but I want you to type 1 in chat if you had physically abusive parents, because I wanna see if I can sort of prove this here. Okay, we got some abusive parents. Did you ever stand up to them? Like when they went to hit you or harm you in some way, did you ever try to defend yourself and like stand up to them? If you did, tell me what happened. I want to see in chat what if you ever tried to stand up to them, what you did. Damn, you didn't stand up for yourselves? I don't blame you, to be honest. Have you studied the cycle of abuse at all? I haven't done a lot of like studying of it, but I've experienced a lot of abuse, and so yeah, once towards the end of contact with her. Yeah. Hey, Crimson Drummer, thanks for $5.
I recently cut a friend out of my life cause he was abusing his GF. I tried to help, but it didn't turn out well.
Nice. So, for those that are interested in hearing from my experience and the experience of a lot of people that I know, when I would stand up to my abusive mom, do you know what she would do? You know, once I got old enough to be bigger than her, you know what she would do? She would immediately slink back and cry and say she was going to call the cops if I didn't let her fucking hit on me. Or not hit on me, but beat me, you know? That was the kind of shit she would pull. And I guess if it ever got more extreme, she might have even gone as far as to harm herself, you know? Like maybe like scratching herself, burning herself with sick, things like that, and then calling the police and trying to be like, my son abused me, you know? So abusers tend to do this. They slink back and they play the victim when they get called out. It's a very common tactic that abusers like to do. Now, not only that, but does neglecting medical issues and threatening count? Of course it does. Yes, that is absolutely abuse. Oh my god. So yeah, that is, my mom did that once. Hell yeah, look, you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's look at some of these person's tweets and sort of go down the line and see if we can't recognize some common abusive behaviors that this person has demonstrated. So this is basically her a couple hours ago going down a list of breadtubers, accusing them of being rapists and whatnot. It's mostly calling them serial rapists is like her go-to meme, right? You know, she likes to call herself the Chris Hansen of the left and telling Breadtube to have a seat, you know, like, I'm gonna need you to have a seat, like Chris Hansen does. Ironically enough, I'm pretty sure Chris Hansen just got arrested recently. Pretty sure. He? Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. They go by Auntie Demon, and I've been reading it as she. They just recently came out as he, him, so I apologize. Peter Coffin defended Lorelei Bailey for being an alleged serial rapist, has gone out of their way to become friends with all of the alleged sexual predators listed above, and all the crap in this thread. I don't know who Lorelei Bailey is. I'm going to assume that Peter Coffin's defense of them, even if they weren't a rapist, probably wasn't very heated, but I'm gonna say that this person is probably wrong about this Lorelai person being a rapist, especially a serial rapist. But okay, let's continue. All right, and it shows like an image of Peter Coffin's DMs with Jamie, the chick that accused him of being a a rapist, like a pedophile. I think the community has stopped defending Lorelai. Oh, okay. Apparently they are a rapist or something. Either way, if you slip up at any point, these people will never be happy with you. They're abusers, you know? You can never please an abuser. Amiz Jain, alleged defender of pedophiles, PhilosophyTube had to quit his own Discord server because they knowingly permitted one to remain a member and vehemently defended the decision. Don't know who this is. They defended... I'm pretty sure by defended pedophiles, it's probably like massively taken out of proportion, like when people call Destiny a pedophile. But hey, let's continue. Here we got a good one too. Vosh, aka Irish Laddie, alleged sexual predator and alleged zoophile who has taken it upon himself to post proof of both online. So yeah, and then the horsecock thing. Ironically enough, this is the first time I've ever heard people making fun of Vosh for liking horsecock outside of Kiwi Farms. I don't think this person's secretly a Nazi. But it is pretty interesting how they're using Nazi memes here. Oh, I know this person. We're pretty chill. Lauren, aka materialist wife Gwen No Fear, alleged stalker and alleged serial rapist who literally attempted to rape people and then admitted to raping people and then took it back when people reacted negatively because surprised people don't like serial rapists. Hey chat, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Lauren isn't a serial rapist. I feel like I would have heard about this, you know? I feel like this would have been a bit of a big deal, you know, if that was the case. Lorelai Bailey, apparently FBI snitch and alleged serial rapist who definitely didn't rape a bunch of trans women while they were drunk, drugged, and otherwise incapacitated. Apparently Lorelai is a rapist. I don't know about FBI snitch. There's one accusation that I knew of. Interesting. So, yeah, and then here's them finding out about my stream and saying... Here, let's go down the list. Here's Xander Hall's upcoming harassment live stream. Oof, playing victim. Another checkbox on the abuser list, you know? Be sure to set a reminder so you don't miss it, kids, winky face. Oh, and before it airs, be sure to read up on YouTube's new policy against harassment and cyberbullying. And then a link to their thing. Nothing that I'm doing here is TOS on YouTube, by the way. This is not harassment. Talking about someone is not harassment. But... like I said before, they are pulling the fucking victim. And they can do it very effectively, too. They proudly do this. You know how they have the little handicapped memer in their profile? Apparently they're crippled. That's what they call themselves, like a bed-bound cripple that can't leave their house is what they call themselves. And so, like, if you ever go after them, they'll say something like, oh, you're attacking a crippled trans person who can't leave their house. Don't fucking fall for that shit. They're playing victim. They're an abuser. Cuck Capitalism, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it, buddy. But yeah. So there's this. There's also some other memers. Now, you're probably wondering how I came across this person. Right? Like, how did I stumble across a person like this? Also, here, there was a, oh, damn, they've been stalking my memes today, my stuff. All right, here's the thread I wanted to read for you guys and go over. Here, let's go through it right now. I'm somewhat attracted to this person's shtick. As someone who has suffered sexual abuse, it's sometimes hard to realize other people might be innocent. Most of the time, I'm thinking that we victims tend to not be believed, so I lean towards the victim's side, like always. Oh, of course, yeah, you should generally try to side with the alleged victim, but you need to be careful with issues like that. But also, this person is actually an abuser. Like, this person isn't doing any of this in good faith. So here's them tweeting about why they took down their YouTube channel. Let's go through the thread real fast. Then we'll get to the last few screenshots I have, and it'll be a good time. I've never officially spoken about why I shut down my YouTube channel. The running joke is that I got cancelled, and you could say that's true. Breadtubers with much larger followings than me kept harassing me. I'm a disabled person with chronic conditions exasperating my stress. So this person sits on Twitter accusing breadtubers and people of being rapists all day, and then posting pictures of them, making videos on them with their on trans people with their pre-transition nudes in the thumbnail. And then they play the victim. Oh, I'm just a crippled trans person. You can't attack me. I have chronic illnesses. That's fucking abusive tactic 101. Some of these conditions require ER visits during especially bad flare-ups if I don't want to drop dead. In the end, able privilege won, and I disabled the channel. This makes not much sense, but hey, if you were facing a lot of stress because you couldn't stop attacking people and calling them rapists, and then them responding to you and not being happy about it, and that, like, stressed you out, then sure, go ahead. Fucking delete your channel. The unspoken agreement is that I'd restrict myself to Twitter, and the breadtubers would leave me alone. Obviously, if breadtubers with large followings begin harassing me on Twitter, then I have nothing to lose by returning to YouTube. The unspoken agreement was that I'd restrict myself to Twitter, and the breadtubers would leave me alone. Hey, I think the breadtubers would probably leave you alone if you stopped accusing them of being rapists and telling them to kill themselves, and then, like, getting, like, and then having, like, videos attacking trans breadtubers with...
I am literally gay.
Thank you, Comrade Courtney. I'm happy you're gay. If you didn't keep uploading videos, or re-uploading, because you've done this twice now. You did it twice. Re-uploading with new thumbnails each time of different nude images of a trans person pre-transition. I feel like you might be warranted a bit of criticism for that. I'm gonna be honest, especially because I'm pretty sure this thumbnail is a day old. You did this like yesterday, because this video wasn't on YouTube last night. I went to your channel and I looked. You had no videos on your channel, and then when you found out I was covering you on stream today, you re-uploaded all of your videos, and I'm pretty sure you made this new thumbnail just today. So, Alright, I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs, and every afternoon I break my arms. At night, I lay awake in agony until my heart attacks put me to sleep. I'm sorry. Maybe their disability makes them compulsively dead-name trans people and lie about serial rapists. It's possible. Hey, that's very possible. Their disability may in fact do that. Maybe it does make them dead-name trans people and post naked images of pre-transition trans people in their thumbnails. That might be their condition. Also, 400 viewers, Pog. Let's continue. I'm a housebound cripple, so simply logging off isn't an option for me. The internet is my only means of socializing. It's this or total isolation. And then a link to their video. Can I get some Pepe hands in chat? Pepe hands. Oh. To be completely honest with you, though, there are plenty of people in this exact same situation that absolutely deserve cripple fucking ableist. They're the ones saying it. What do you say? I'm reading their tweet. To be honest, though, there are a lot of, to be completely simple and honest here, there are a lot of people in this situation who deserve sympathy and deserve help. I should also mention this person is a Warren supporter, or was a Warren supporter. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people in this situation, you know, being housebound, probably not having a lot of money to pay for their treatment. I don't know what this person's, like, monetary situation is. I assume if they're dealing with some sort of chronic situation, it's not great. which kind of confuses me why you would vote for Warren over Bernie, when Bernie, if you don't have a lot of money, Bernie would be the one to help you out with your situation. You know, free healthcare is kind of important. I DM'd you that thing on Discord if you're interested. Oh, wait, let me see. Can't send on Twitter, trying here. What's this? Okay, so Selak Attack sent me a video of Social Justice Demon. What's this?
This is what's making you fucking triggered.
But wait, there's more.
I said the word triggered. Exactly. I said the word. You need to get over yourself. You need to get over yourself, okay? I said the word triggered, okay? So that means cancel the black woman. She said the word triggered. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. Nobody's ever going to meet your standards of fucking purity.
True.
And if you're going to get rid of comrades because of that, then you're no comrade of mine, and you can fuck off. Like, I'm not going to fucking say sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ, just say you're sorry for being an asshole to rape survivors with PTSD, you 9-piece chicken McFull!
Hey, chat. I think that was racist. I think that was Wait, no! Oh, no! Oh my god! Wait! You can't call a black person a 9-piece chicken. No! Oh no! No! Wait, does their disability make them racist too? That was fucking racist as shit. No. You can't call a black person that. No. Oh my god. Hey, it's just his disability. Listen, guys. They're just a housebound cripple, so simply logging off the internet isn't an option. You can't criticize them. They're just a cripple, a housebound cripple. Ooh woo. I don't think this person's a secret Nazi. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't think this person's a secret crypto fascist. I personally don't. But guys, do you want to see my first interactions with this person? Because surprisingly enough, I didn't really know who this person was until a couple weeks ago. But apparently they've been behind all my previous Twitter bans, or at least most of them. I mean, they clearly want to get me banned from YouTube as well. I mean, why else? This is clearly them, like, I don't know if I'd call it dog whistling, but hinting to their followers they should report my stream to get me banned from YouTube and get me like a community guidelines strike. I mean, this is clearly their intention. A Nazbol maybe, but what Nazbol would vote for Warren? What did she call Angie? They or he. Okay, confusing me. All right, their pronouns are he, him, and they. So they called Angie Speaks a black person a 9-piece chicken dumbass something. It was racist as fuck, okay? It was really fucking racist. It was a 9-piece chicken McFull. Don't scroll up, they might have posted sus things to get you banned. True. They probably would post some like porn shit on Twitter to try to get me banned. That would actually be an interesting tactic for them to try. But hey, I'm smarter than that. And we're probably not reading any more of their Twitter. But hey, this person is definitely the most abusive Wokescold on Twitter. Holy fuck. Not just that. Anarcho-tax struggles with similar between. Listen. Leftist snowflake. That's a whole different conversation, alright? But I have some screenshots here. I got some screenshot memes here. This is my interaction with this person, or this is the things that this person has said about me that kind of caught my attention, that I felt valid to to screen cap here. So let's take a look. So basically I did the PolitiFact like mostly false meme to some like Wokescold on Twitter because people were saying that Vosh was saying the N-word to own the Nazis, and I explained what actually happened, and that saying he just said the N-word to own the Nazis was kind of a dishonest way to frame what happened. And they screen capped it and said, "Cool story, still racist, hashtag pot roast patties. By the way, Xanderhall TV is Pig Puncher's rebranded Twitter account that he made because someone, I'm sure I don't know who, kept reporting his other accounts and getting them banned. I'm sure this one is entirely safe and isn't about to fall victim to the same tragic fate." And then we have Danny Corks, who is a Zionist, very cringe, saying, "I'd report him, but he blocked me before I could get the chance." Damn, they're admitting it. Damn. It didn't work, by the way. This has been like a week or something. It was March 2nd. Yeah, I mean, it's been about 10 days. We should be good. My Twitter is still up, I believe. Let's see. Is my Twitter still up? Yeah, my Twitter's still there. We're still Gucci. I think we're good. So, yeah, let's read the next screenshot here. "Check out this sad, pathetic fuck. He screen capped my thread and cut off the end to make it look very different from what was actually said." Oh yeah, you know what? Guys, do you want to see some more transphobia? Towards you guys in chat. Anybody in chat right now who's a trans woman, do you want to see the transphobia they were directing towards you? Holy fuck, because this is what they're referencing here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I did a spicy little tweet. So basically they tweeted, "Cis breadtubers continuing to make jokes about dead naming after trans people explained to them that it was transphobic." So basically like when I first changed my name to Xanderhall, a bunch of trans people in my Discord started joking around saying that if you call me Pig Puncher, it's dead naming. It's pretty obviously a joke, and I would argue probably the most harmless joke you could make about trans stuff you could ever, because it's not really discriminatory towards trans people, and I personally think it probably helps normalize the term dead name and help the general public know what it is and how it's kind of bad. And I talk about how and I basically quote tweeted this person who said, "I personally stop making excuses for people who continue that kind of behavior despite having how it's harmful pointed out to them countless times. Actually, the consistent doubling and tripling down is what keeps me most adverse to people like Irish Laddie and Pig Puncher." And I quote tweeted it saying, "Is the dead naming supposed to hurt our feelings or something? Do they not realize that when they do this, they just end up separating our old controversies from our new names?" They quote tweet it and say, "Cis breadtubers continuing to make jokes about dead naming after trans people explained to them that it was transphobic." And then I quote tweeted that and said, "Actually, it was the hundreds of trans girls in my Discord server that made the joke that calling me that was dead naming. This makes sense considering like 2/3 of my content is defending trans rights, and roughly 2/3 of my fans are trans girls. Feel free to debate me on stream though." And they blocked me. And then they tweeted something else saying, "I'm not going to debate this Pig Puncher. His fans will just scream and call me slurs in chat." I'm going to take a guess and say you wouldn't call the trans people that I'm debating slurs in chat. Would you guys do that? Honest question, would you call the trans people I'm debating slurs if I debated them? Do you think that's something you guys would do? I'm going to guess and say no. Yeah. I'm gonna guess and say no. Just a wild guess. Yeah, you only call me slurs. You guys call me fucking hetero and advocate for hetero side and mayo side. Okay. And then they say, "It's okay for me to be transphobic. Some of my best friends are trans, and they said it's okay, so there." Very interesting that they would tweet this knowing what we know now, that this person is a racist and a transphobe. And then someone else comments, "I'm going to bet..." Oh, this is my favorite one. This is the part that made me make the tweet because it's so belittling to the trans people that are fans of me. Holy shit. Here it is. You ready? Prepare yourselves. "I'm going to bet his audience is a bunch of baby transes that will look back at this and regret making that joke for the sake of receiving validation from Xanderhall." Is this a little patronizing? I feel like this is patronizing to my like trans audience that are fans of me. Like, the implication here is that if you like me and you're a trans person, you're just too naive and stupid to realize that I'm actually a transphobe. Yeah, a lot of you in chat, somebody commented, I ended up posting this, making a tweet. Translation, only trans people I agree with have valid opinions. These wokelets are unironically minimizing the opinions of trans people that disagree with them, belittling them and calling them baby transes who don't know any better. Pretty degrading in my opinion. And obviously, you know, a lot of support in the comments. People saying, yeah, it's not like, awesome, I haven't been out for almost a decade, I guess. Lol, either that or 10 years as infant trans to them. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want to start calling them wokelets. I feel like that's a good meme. Let's look at more screenshots. We got some more good memes. And then here was like the end of the, apparently they think that are like purposefully cut out the rest. But alright, we can read the rest of it as well. Here's the rest. As it turns out, Xanderhall, aka Pig Puncher, is just a transphobe who likes pitting trans people against each other to avoid taking responsibility for his own bigotry, while patting himself on the back for his faux activism. And then saying, which is not to blame the trans girls at all. I did dumb shit during my baby trans phase too. It's assholes like Xanderhall who exploit it that piss me off. Does that last tweet in the thread, does that undo the previous tweet, or does it double down? I did dumb shit during my baby trans phase too. That doesn't come off as... Yeah, that's a double down right there. That makes it even fucking worse. So we have... This person is a rapist, or not a rapist, a racist and a transphobe. Oh god, imagine if they did end up being a rapist. It's possible. I mean, they call everybody they don't like a rapist, which seems to be some interesting potential projection, but I'm not going to make any accusations there. I have no proof for it, so I'm not going to do that. This seems fake as the fake dirtbag left message I sent you. This person has been online and doing this shit for years. And then we got a last one saying... Xanderhall, aka Pig Puncher, is planning a harassment campaign against me, either today or tomorrow, not clear on the time frame. If my Twitter account goes dark, I'll bring back my YouTube channel, restore the old videos, and begin making new ones. Go sub to me. I don't think any of you are going to sub to them. But, with all that said, they did end up bringing back their YouTube channel. And they fucking made a video on Patricia Taxon, once again, including a picture of her pre-transition, shirtless, even though the original one was them nude. I don't know. I feel like even if we had a completely unbiased jury here, you know, even if you guys weren't my fans and this was like your first stream watching me, I feel like we could agree that this person's a piece of shit. An abusive piece of shit. Now, there would be a time where, and it's actually a shame as well. It is kind of a shame that this person is the way that they are, because I like their aesthetic. I feel like with their platform, they could do a lot of good stuff. Maybe this is just like my tendency to be like more charitable to lefties, if you could call this person a lefty. I mean, they're a Warren supporter, so I guess you could say they're a rad lib. But like the name Social Justice Demon, that's a pretty good name. I don't know if they made this art. They got a pretty good avatar. It's pretty cool looking. It looks like some cool WoW shit. I feel like they could so effectively advocate for leftism if they weren't an abusive piece of shit. And it's such a shame, because I see wasted potential here. Now, the big question is, if this person hates bigotry and transphobia and racism, 10 months ago, wasn't this before Patricia came out? Yes, however, they changed the thumbnail to the original nude picture we talked about earlier in the stream after Patricia came out as trans, and then this new thumbnail that we're seeing just now was just made last night, I'm pretty sure. Because they just brought back all their videos last night when they found out I was doing a stream on them. Or doing a segment of my stream on them. So, yeah. Yeah, this is yesterday. This isn't like, oh, maybe they're better now. They made this thumbnail, like, yesterday. No, that's the original? Oh, so this is the original thumbnail, and they changed it back from the one that's a nude image of her? Still kind of yikesy. Can we agree? Can we agree this is kind of yikesy of an image to show in the thumbnail? When you're criticizing a trans person? Like them shirtless pre-transition? I don't agree with this. I don't know if it's worse or not as bad as the nude picture of her that she posted in the original thumbnail, or they posted in the original thumbnail, but what the fuck? Now, my friends, my Deuterinos. Why, you may ask? If this person hates transphobia, if this person hates bigotry, and they hate all these terrible things, why don't they ever attack alt-righters? Also, we got Lord Huguenot in chat, who's a friend of this person. Also, I fucking whooped your ass in a debate, Lord Huguenot. If you want to come on the stream right now, and you want to debate right now, round 3, I will whoop your ass a 3rd time. If you want to come on stream right now and debate, go ahead, Lord Huguenot. Fucking hit me up on Discord. I will whoop your ass a 3rd time. You yourself even admitted in your cope video that you made going after me. Mind you, this Lord Huguenot person is a friend of Social Justice Demon here and defending them. Literally, in your video, your like 2nd cope video you made responding to me, admitted that you didn't do well in the debate because I fucking slaughtered you. If you want to come into the ring and fucking debate me, come in here. Fucking do it. I will slaughter you a 3rd time in a debate, alright? You're defending a racist and a transphobe abuser. I will fucking destroy you. But go ahead. If you want to take your shot, go ahead and do it. Hell yeah. Alright, well, if they come into the Discord, if they hit me up on Discord, my @ is Xanderhall, number 0001. Hit me up, Lord Huguenot, if you want to debate. But yeah, so why does this person never attack any, like, actual... Why does this person never attack any, like, someone like Sargon, or The Quartering, or No Bullshit? Why is their entire Twitter account them attacking breadtubers? Why is all of their abuse directed towards breadtubers? Because the Nazis don't care. Social Justice Demon knows that we care. If a trans person, if a disabled trans person thinks we're transphobic, they know that we care about that because they know we care about trans people, about any marginalized group, because we advocate for them 24/7. What is the worst thing you can say to, if you're a manipulative, abusive piece of shit, what is the worst thing you can say to somebody who is an advocate for marginalized groups? You call them a bigot. You call them a bigot towards those marginalized groups because you know that we care, and that's why you do it. You know I care about trans people, and that's why you call me a transphobe, because you know that's what'll get to me. Thankfully, I've got pretty thick skin. I've been on the internet for a long time, and I've been in a lot of real toxic places. 2B2T has thoroughly quenched my skin to harden like a steel blade. Oh, Flamenco was defending this person's use of Patricia's nudes? Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Either way, this is literal textbook abuser actions. This is textbook abuse. This is an abusive person. And I would encourage you to block them and avoid them. They're a bad person. Block their constituents, avoid their constituents, because they'll just attack you and try to make you feel like shit. And if you're trans or you're black, I mean, listen, I think from what we've seen today, we know how they might actually feel about trans people or black people. Oh, and do not dislike bomb their videos. That helps them in the algorithm. But hey, that was a fun segment. Oh god, but yeah, this person's an abuser. Don't go near him. Try to avoid abusers. It's not good for you. It's not healthy for you.